Hello and welcome. My name is Kaylee Jo and I make content all about my experiences as a theater educator. I have also directed over a dozen shows, which means that I have sat through hundreds of auditions, and I can assure you that nothing will derail a good audition more than a poor audition song choice. So today I am going to be sharing my top choices for audition songs for the role of Elle Woods in Legally Blonde the musical. The role of Elle Woods is described as being a college-age girl, so early 20s. She is energetic, bubbly, outgoing, optimistic, and she follows her ex-boyfriend to Harvard Law School, where she learns that she has so much more to offer the world than just a pretty face. This actress needs to be a strong soprano with the ability to belt, she needs average to above average dance skills, and she needs to be comfortable working with dogs. So if you think that this is a role that you can tackle, then please listen on for my 20 Elle Woods audition song suggestions. I have two songs that I would like to recommend from Shrek the Musical. They are from Sutton Foster's character Fiona. This is such a fun character with a super strong mezzo-soprano belting range and amazing comedic timing, which is really similar to Elle Woods in Legally Blonde. So the two songs that I would like to recommend are Morning Person.
So big it hurts my eyes, but really that's okay.
And This Is How a Dream Comes True.
I've longed for this my whole life long. Now you're doing it all wrong.
Alright, this next suggestion may be a little bit controversial only because this show can be a little overused for audition pieces, so fair warning. But the song that I'm recommending is In My Dreams from Anastasia the Musical. I think this is a beautiful piece that could play really well for an Elle Woods audition. I would recommend staying away from Once Upon a December or Journey to the Past because I do think those are really overused. But I think we might still have a little bit of runway with In My Dreams, especially if you choose a really strategic cutting from the song. Next up, I have On the Steps of the Palace from Into the Woods. This is Cinderella's song, and it is so perfect for Elle because it shows off a really beautiful range, but also shows off the very important comedic timing that the character of Elle has. So I would highly recommend this song. I think it is a great choice.
And what if he knew who I am when I know that I'm not what he thinks that he wants?
This next one is a classic, but always a great choice for any character that is a soprano and also a very optimistic and loving character. So this song is I Could Have Danced All Night from My Fair Lady.
Spread my wings and done 1,000 things.
This next song I would only recommend if you are an incredibly confident vocalist because it can be pretty tricky, but whenever it is performed well, it is absolutely beautiful, and that is Astonishing from Little Women.
I thought I knew him, thought that he knew me. When did it change? What did I miss?
This one is another super fun classic song, and that is If I Were a Bell from Guys and Dolls.
All I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing.
Another great choice I would recommend is the song Someday from The Wedding Singer.
She turns around and she meets his gaze. The lights are dim, there's a smoky haze.
I actually think that there's several really great choices from this musical as a whole. I only chose to include one on this list, but I would explore this show more if it's something that you think really speaks to you personally. But the song I chose is Not for the Life of Me from Thoroughly Modern Millie.
Life that's gotta be more than a one-night town where the light is always red.
I think this could be another great choice from a musical that I don't hear people talking about very often, and that is Live Out Loud from A Little Princess.
Give me some air and space and the sun on my face. I want to live out loud.
Up next, I have a suggestion from another musical that is pretty focused on the color pink, and that is Mean Girls the Musical. Again, I think that there are several songs within this show that could be really good choices for Legally Blonde, but I have chosen one that I think is a little less looked at and therefore maybe less common in an audition room, and that is I See Stars.
I see stars, so many stars tonight.
Here's another song from a musical that is not talked about very often, so this could be a great choice if you're wanting to stand out and sing something different than everybody else, and that is Promise Me This from Theory of Relativity.
'Cause now I understand the miracle was you.
I think this next song is a great choice to really showcase Elle's character evolution throughout the musical because she has such a strong character arc. And this song is A Change in Me from Beauty and the Beast.
My childhood dreams, but I don't mind.
Alright, so with this next musical, as a whole, it sounds very different from Legally Blonde, the musical, but this specific song I think could play well to Legally Blonde, and that is Someone Like You from Jekyll and Hyde.
If someone like you found me.
This next song I would only tackle if you are a really confident belter. This piece is absolutely beautiful. It can be also a little complicated for a lot of pianists to play, so be aware of that, but it is I'm Not Afraid of Anything from Songs for a New World by Jason Robert Brown.
Listen to the calling of excitement. Can you feel the pounding of my heart?
Another great choice for your audition could be I Don't Need a Roof from Big Fish.
I don't need a roof to call you mine.
This next song is a great choice if you are someone who is really worried about other people using the same song as you, because I think that this song is really unique from a show that isn't really well known, and that is A Little Bit Less Than from It Should Have Been You.
Be true to myself, I'll have no regrets. Don't be afraid that they'll think.
Up next, I have two more pieces from Jason Robert Brown. Again, some pianists can really struggle to play his work, so make sure you take a look at these before you choose them for your audition. But this first piece is really, really great because the character is incredibly spunky and kind of self-assured, very similar to Elle. And that is I Can Do Better Than That from The Last 5 Years.
I will never go back, never look back anymore.
This next piece is also from The Last 5 Years, and it is much more of a somber ballad, but still I think could be a really great choice, and that is I'm Still Hurting.
How you could be so certain that we had no chance.
This next suggestion comes from a show that unfortunately did not last long on Broadway, but it is a newer musical, and I think it could be your ticket to becoming the next Elle Woods, and that is the song Far Too Late from Bad Cinderella.
There's no point in my obsessing. You're moving on.
I hope that one of these songs is the absolute perfect fit for your next audition. If you have any other suggestions, please drop them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, break a leg.